means, but I feel like if you bait out the Jaunt, you can still hit the Torrents, you can still hit the Tide.
A lot of different tools to keep you in place apart from just, you know, the Doom himself.
Yeah, for sure, right? You paired up with the Dream Coil. Hell, even like Sprout, Net, these lesser disables. You know, these roots, these annoying little trees. Speaking of annoying little trees.
Wow. Shen Yu just kills off his former captain there.
Successful.
Yeah.
And if you're not going to rotate your supports in, you might as well be the one to rotate.
Ooh.
The question is, what do you do? Gank the Morphling lane or gank the Centaur lane? I feel like those are both like really hard kills.
There's kind of an opportunity here because I'm not sure if they saw the Treant Protector TP mid. And yeah, I mean, whether or not they know he's there, they're just gonna run down once on this top side. I think not respecting the fact that he doesn't really have backup in the immediate area and just gets a bit too comfortable up there.
Rotations in this mid lane still. But with that shield rune, he's gonna start making his way up top.
I'm gonna go on the Wymo here, but this is a very, very tanky Kunkka. In comes Why You Smile to add in some of that damage. Outsider is here though to back up his Kunkka, but no real way of healing. Stampede comes through as well, and he's trying to run. The little fish that could escapes just with a sliver of HP, and now PYW's in trouble. They've already lost the Nature's Prophet, and Wymo now bottling up. He is out of danger's way. But PYW, all you can do is buy a little bit of time. Here comes the Vines, here comes the Torrent. He'll dodge it out, but just still get decision. He will show himself under the tower though. The setup is ready, but immediately starting to strength him off already. In comes the Doom, and no help on the horizon. Outsider is just a bit too far away. They even bring in the Meepo for good measure. They want to pressure this top side. Oh, they spot out the Treant as well. Dream Coil comes off cooldown. Bonus kill for them to claim. And they'll find it, start getting some of those earn charges on While You Smile, but it will be very important against these tanky heroes and go along later on.
It's a lot to deal with.
Yeah. A lot of decent spells for Imitator to steal between everything the Lion has, maybe the Dream Coil, even the Doom if he's lucky, or, you know, quick on his fingers. Here comes Shiro, looking for an angle. Wymo here to help with the bow, but chooses to target it onto New instead. Looks like they want to take the Doom down first, and they should be successful in doing so. It's a big wand though, and he's going to be able to walk away. Are you kidding me? Shiro poofs out of trouble. Shen Yu hot on his heels though. Surely the Meepo can't get out of this one. Turns around for one more net. Why You Smile, ready to spot him on the high ground, but Imitator stealing that Sprout, holds them in place for the perfect stomp into the perfect setup with the Torrent. Why You Smile and Shiro will go down. They trade out Imitator for it. It's a nice call from Emo as a response, but do you have the damage? It's just enough. PYW claims a double kill with the Earth Spike, trading 2 for 2. Love to get that kill in the pup.
Step lively.
Forget about the puck right now. They've got their sights set on this Doom New. In some pretty big trouble here if he doesn't get some TP rotations in from his team.
Yeah, and really, even if you TP rotation in, where are you going to come from? You don't stand a chance.
That's true.
5 members of Go Along just converge. It's a very swiftly executed move, and right now, they're playing the map a whole lot better. New himself on LGD has felt this frustration, especially when we saw standout performances from him. It always feels like there's only so much you can do on the Centaur, right? You jump in, the initiation, maybe a Magic Burst is significant. I have to hold that thought. Speaking of Magic Burst, PYW evaporates. It's a nice 3-man Dream Coil, but no follow-up anywhere at all. You can't really TP a Prophet into this lineup anymore, and Meepo and Doom, they aren't really connected. Especially if you're trying to Doom the... Well, hold on! Once! That is not what you want, that you might just get punished for. He's trying desperately to run away, but he has nowhere to go, tries to fog him. Doom comes out. Where is your Aegis? Why have you punched it down into the ground? What's going on, brother? You kill up Why You Smile, but that is a pause 5 Nature's Prophet. That is not what Go Along wanted. It must have been a misclick.
LGD, just because of how far ahead they are. All of a sudden you lose your Treant, you lose your Rubik, and you don't have that team fight potential anymore with the Treant. Those spell steals, the magic damage with the Rubik, and there we go.
Easy setup, just straight in. Find them right outside their tier 1. They make it look so easy. Mop up the tier 1 tower, why don't you at the same time disrupt... sorry, not Disruptor. The Disperser being shown on display here, but realistically speaking, even if you didn't have it, it would have still been the same 2 kills. The setup was perfect from LGD, and now they're storming forward. Go Along. I gotta say, it kind of feels like that Aegis deny deflated them a little bit, because suddenly all that intent and all that direction that they had in the game so far, that plan is derailed, and now Meepo's knocking on your front door.
All right.
Jumping in, immediate hex. PYW had his finger on the money, but that's the BKB reveal from Shen Yu. What else can you find? You've committed quite a bit on Go Along, and you need to at least try and get this Doom kill, but he's starting to phase boots away, turn around with the net, hold the chasers in place, and Go Along. They can't find a single one of LGD.
On Doom now, as well as the Shard online. You have defensive capabilities.
Oh, straight in onto once. They jump forward, but PYW a little bit slow. It's not even going to matter. They're winding up the Doom. They find the real target, and even in the face of the Stampede, you're not going anywhere. It's too much damage, and the Morphling will take out. Another set of 2. It's been the Morphling and the Treant Protector over and over, found out all by themselves. Excellently executed by the side of LGD. Wymo will actually throw a boat out as a defensive measure, but Emo just kind of watches it go by.
It's a farming boat. You wouldn't understand.
Yeah, my bad. Sorry.
It's a fishing boat.
I've never, I've never farmed a boat before. That's not my lifestyle, unfortunately. Wymo is trying to clear the creep wave, doesn't want to get caught out. And it just feels like such a steep mountain to climb, because at the end of the day, we've been talking about the ebb and flow of this game so far. But you're still staring down a Meepo as a Morphling. That is never going to be a good matchup.
No, you have a lot to deal with this. More talked about how hard of a Morphling.
Right outside of that Twin Gates area between the tier 2 tower on the Radiant side and the bot side. It should spot any move coming. But the fact that they smoke past it and actually are going for a wraparound might catch Go Along by surprise. Not expecting this angle. Emo just gonna run forward, instantly finish off Imitator. That Rubik doesn't stand a chance and doesn't have buyback. Already a 4v5 situation. And now you gotta be so worried on Go Along. You're thinking about dealing with the Doom and the Finger of Death. 2 spells that can just single out a target and eliminate them in an instant. This can't be a fight you're comfortable with taking here.
And all the while, why you smile? He's got this Aghanim Scepter. He's got this push potential coming out from the Nature's Prophet. He's going to be super duper annoying.
Oh, here comes Emo, forcing the BKB out from once. This is a very awkward position. They're trying to focus down Neo, and they'll be successful in doing so immediately with the buyback, though. PYW looking Mix to fall as well. Turns around the Hex, but that's BKB. Shen Yu now holding his ground while Wymo starts popping up the Torrents. Thanks to the Aghanim Scepter, they're holding the Mega Meepo in place, but he's not taking any damage. Everyone is still standing strong, standing fit. Turn around with the Doom on the Morphling. He doesn't stand a chance. The chase down is there as Emo remains untouched. Wicked sick with a monster kill streak right now. The instant buyback Doom serves them well, as they'll be able to claim the second Roche of the game.
And this is the scary, the weird thing about Roshan now, is that he is mostly in this Radiant part of the map, right? Roshan is usually taken between anywhere from the 20 to 25 minute mark the first time.
Singling out New and killing him off before he could pop the Doom out. Oh no, Wymo, has he had been found, forced to pop the BKB, has a TP available.
What a sprout.
Just has to commit it, but it's too much damage. You can't, yeah, that's 5 Meepos. That guy is gonna rip you asunder. Disperser, Skadi complete. 35 seconds left on this Aegis, but he doesn't care. He's gonna start beating on your racks in your tower. Now there is a buyback for the Kunkka. He can come back into the fray and potentially set up the team fight that Go Along have been hoping for what feels like the past 20 minutes. But doesn't look very hopeful.
A little bit of play from the Centaur, a little bit of cheeky hoof stomp action, but that's not going to save your racks.
So the cool interaction is that each Meepo counts as an intended hero, so every time you'll see it, as soon as he double edges all of them, he just gets max stacks of his shard. But yeah, easy pickings for the side of LGD. I mean, Emo will even come in for good measure, and take a look at that, the Rubik down to like what? Oh my goodness, it kind of still feels like I'm under that effect. It's so slow and insidious when the puck just auto-attacks you and suddenly you're like ticking out. It's the strangest thing.
Yeah.
It is so strange. But now they Go Along. I think whether it's desperation, whether it's one final hurrah, they're trying to look for somebody, and oh, Emo with a brilliant pick, but he spots them first! Jumps straight into 4, no fear, and they just evaporate on the Treant Protector, where he's trying to go on the Morphling. I don't even know where he disappeared. They must have waveformed away, surviving for now as once. Still watching out for the Doom. Neo able to break that Lincoln Sphere. They've already taken down the Kunkka. And this Morphling, he just can't heal. Gets run down. And I wouldn't be surprised to see the G's drop because Go Along. There you have it. There's not much you can do. It's just a perfect sort of counter pick at every interval, it feels like. And LGD just completely crushed them underfoot.
I think for how hard they got out-trapped, and this is me hoping and coping, really.